All right, so will the DC real estate market crash? Let's talk about it. Hey, this is Chris Colgan with Keller Williams, and today I'm going to be talking about if I think the DC real estate market is going to crash. And let's just get right into it. So reasons that I think it could crash. Number one would be unemployment. I looked at the Department of Labor statistics for our area, and the furthest they have right now is June, which some areas were still in lockdown, but Prince George's County was number one. They actually had a 9% unemployment rate. And then number two was Arlington County, which was around 4%. Now, the average around this time was about 15%, but again, this was back in June, and we've had a lot more people get their jobs back, and things as restrictions have lifted from COVID. So I don't foresee this being a long-term problem unless we get into some massive layoffs. All right, the second reason I think it could crash is the uncertainty with COVID. If we were to go into another major lockdown, again, that's going to affect real estate and all the markets, the stock market in general. So the uncertainty of COVID and the election is up in the air. I don't think the election is going to have too much of a matter on the real estate market at this point anyways, but COVID certainly could. So we'll have to see what happens here in the future. All right, so let's get into some reasons why I don't think the market will crash. Because number one, the interest rates are just ridiculously low. You could buy a $400,000 house cheaper than you could have this time last year, as low as the rates are. The Fed has already said that they don't have any plans on lowering the rates going the next year or two. People are getting loans at 2.5%, 2.7%, and that's just like borrowing free money. So that's going to keep people from renting, and they're going to want to buy. And this is slowly pushing up the affordability of housing in our area. And this is something that's going to be a trend that's going to go on for a few years. Number two, equity. A ton of people in the DC market have more equity in their houses than I've ever seen before. I'm going on some appointments where people have 10 to 30% equity in their house, and almost a lot of people have their houses paid off in our area. So what that means is they can sell, if they got into a bind or needed to get out of their property or move up to another one, they have the equity to sell, which in turn gives them a down payment to buy their next house. So right now we're seeing a lot of move-up buyers, and we're also seeing a lot of activity in the 55-plus active adult community, where they're actually moving up and buying a bigger house inside of their communities. There is a ton of equity in the houses around here. Number three, lack of inventory. There are hardly any houses for sale. I'm sure you've seen on Facebook or on the news, people are bidding houses up, getting multiple offers. Here in Prince William County, we only have a 3-week inventory, meaning it would take 3 weeks if no other houses came on the market for all the houses to sell. That's incredible. I've actually seen it as high as 8 months. So our inventory is so low due to the strong job market, and a lot of people are just staying in the area. And also a lot of these suburb areas, they're actually getting people that are working from home permanently. And so we're seeing maybe people move from Arlington out to Prince William, Fauquier, et cetera. So we're going to see a low inventory for quite some time. Number four, demographics. One thing about our area is we have a strong job market, especially with Amazon coming in and also all these data centers you're seeing. And then the bottom line is the U.S. government's based here. So we have all these government jobs. We're also seeing a ton of people move from New York City, California, New Jersey to the DC area to get a new job as their demographics there are changing. A lot of people are moving out of those areas. They want to be in the warmer weather, the better job market, especially if you're being told you're going to be working from home forever. Why not move out to here where you got better weather, cheaper cost of living, lower taxes? So that's something that I think is going to have a major effect on our area, is all the people moving in here. But the bottom line is, if you are thinking about buying a house, what I tell people is, if you're thinking, hey, I'm going to live here for a year or two and flip it and move, don't buy it. Just rent. If it's somewhere that you're going to put your family for the next 3 to 4 years and you want to make it your home, definitely do it. But if you have any questions about any of this, feel free to give me a call, post your comments below, and I look forward to hearing from you.